Cartoons and Humans sounded really good. I did like it, but I don't think I enjoyed it as much as I hoped I would. This is a famous studio's Popeye cartoon from 1943. It's directed by Seymour Kneitel and Calpini, written by Jack Mercer and Jack Ward, with a voice cast including Margie, Hines and Jack Mercer. And I do love the premise, and the beginning was great. Popeye is working on a cartoon. I loved the animation of the beginning with all of the papers around him. I just thought it looked absolutely fantastic. And very quickly, he comes up with an idea for a cartoon. He creates this cartoon and then he shows it to Olive Oyl and his nephews. And we see on screen the cartoon come to life. It then cuts back to Popeye and the others. Popeye is doing the sound effects as the cartoon is playing, which I thought was a really fun thing to include. The only thing I didn't like, I love the editing, I love the pacing, I think the concept is great, I like the execution of the concept, but I found the cartoon itself, the cartoon that Popeye created, to be really, really boring. Both in terms of the concept, I won't spoil it, I won't say what it's about just in case you decide to watch it, but I didn't find the topic to be that interesting. But I also didn't love the animation. Some of the animation style is good, some of it's a little rough, some of the character designs are a bit interesting, and that worked, but I honestly would have rathered the animation was terrible. I would rather Popeye had drawn stick figures, because then it would have been more believable. I'm not saying Popeye can't be this brilliant artist, but because some of the animation was a little bit rough, I would have preferred it if the whole thing had just been really, really badly done, and part of the joke was that Popeye was a terrible artist, but he stuck with it and created this cartoon. I would have preferred that. So the story of the cartoon within the cartoon wasn't that interesting, but I don't love the approach to the animation either. The sound effects, great. Popeye doing the sound effects, really enjoyed that. The nephew's responses to everything, that was all really good. I just don't think, for me at least, the right approach was taken. I think this could have been so much more interesting, but I don't hate it. I love the concept. I could have loved this. This could have been one of my favourite Popeye cartoons. But for me personally, at least, maybe other people will love the approach they took, and that's obviously fine. But for me, I don't think they took the right direction with the cartoon within a cartoon. The story itself could have been okay had the drawings been terrible. Had the animation really been terrible and part of the joke was Popeye only being able to draw stick figures, it would have been a bit more entertaining. So I would have preferred a different approach. What we got was good, but it could have been a lot better, at least based on my preferences. But all of that being said, while it didn't fully meet my expectations, I still enjoyed Cartoons and Human, and of course, if you're a Popeye fan, I'm happy to recommend it.